Hey everybody, this is Joseph, and welcome to the Fired Up Network. Welcome to the On the Mat Wrestling Show, and welcome to a preview of NXT Stand and Deliver. And with me now is Xenia. She always stands and always delivers. Check out her Instagram. Xenia did that. But my question, millions and millions of fans have asked, what did you do? You're always doing that, but what do you do?
Hi, thanks for having me. I do everything and apparently also always stand and always deliver, which right now not very on brand. I'm sitting down. I'm not standing,
Yeah, you
but
should stand up
we'll
for
get
that, all
through it
right? Yeah,
together.
okay. Well, we're not going to go through all the matches, but two matches.
Right.
Since you're a lady, let's talk about the NXT Women's Championship. Stephanie, Julia, Jordan Grace, Jada Parker, four-way dance. Probably best four ladies, or maybe four out of the top 10 ladies in the world right now. Who do you go for?
Right. All of those women have been the superstars that major promotions have fought with, right? And we just recently, yesterday or a couple days ago, saw a story that a certain news website broke out that Stephanie apparently was turned away by WWE at first because she had certain contract demands, but apparently WWE was her childhood dream, which is very understandable, which it is for a lot of wrestlers. And now she's here and she's in the title picture, which is amazing to see. Jordan Grace, possibly one of the best wrestlers in the world right now,
Yeah,
male or
and
female or
strongest.
anything in between. Absolutely a juggernaut. She's crazy. She's insane. She's so
I
good.
like that
Uh,
name, Juggernaut. Maybe she'll use it.
yeah, yeah. Julia as well. I think she already uses it, by the way. Julia as well. I think it's someone that a lot of people had doubts on whether she's going to fit in with the NXT format or the WWE format, but she has amazingly. And admittedly, I don't follow the product every single week, so I'm not claiming to be some NXT expert. But she seems to have found her place, and she seems to be doing amazingly, and the fans love her. So honestly, a tough call. But I think I have to go Jordan Grace on this one.
Really? Okay,
Time to
that's
strap a rocket to this woman.
yeah, that's a surprising. Now, the main event. And by the way, NXT Stand Deliver. I know Xenia's going to wake up early because she's going to be in Vegas. It's 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. So 10 a.m. Pacific on Saturday. All right. We got the main event. Oba Femi, who comes in the champion, takes on Javon Evans and whoop that Trick Williams. I think one of these guys are going to be called up to the main roster. I don't believe it's going to be Obafemi. I believe it's going to be Trick Williams because his girlfriend is already sort of involved in the main roster. We're talking about Lash Legend.
Lash Legends is, by the way, amazing. I know we're not talking about her right now,
Yeah,
but what a presentation! My God, like that woman has star quality. But when it comes to Trick Williams, yes, I've seen him live a couple times, and that's another person who just has it. What we
yeah.
call it in wrestling. Like he really is the top superstar of NXT right now. I don't think it would be an understatement to say that. So I'm sure a lot of fans are going to be siding with him on this one.
All right. Again, 10 a.m. Pacific. So you got to wake. Do you want a wake up call? Because you're going to be in Vegas. In Vegas, I don't think
I
you're going
mean,
to
it
sleep
is
this weekend.
Mania Week. It's wrestling shows every day, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. and then rinse repeat every single day, and that's why we love it. I think we've already kind of touched upon this side of my personality since I've been on the channel, that I am very insane when it comes to wrestling. I wanted to go for like a lighter word, but it just came out like that.
Yeah.
I'm still somehow kind of starved for wrestling, even though I've been to almost 300 shows at this point.
How many
I never
WrestleManias have
missed
you been?
anything.
How many
Sorry?
WrestleManias have you been?
How many WrestleManias? So I've been to 29, 33, and the last four. So that makes six, I think.
Okay, so it's WrestleMania 41. No way you're 41 years old. But
No, no.
what was the best WrestleMania you watched, and what was the best WrestleMania you attended?
The best one that I attended probably has to be 29 because it was my first live WrestleMania, and nothing comes close to that experience. I'm sure you understand. And
Yeah,
especially for me, I think it was my like second or third ever live wrestling show. So it wasn't even like a slow build. It was just
Yeah.
smacked in the face with WrestleMania. My first three shows in my life. It was craziness. It was just I couldn't wrap my head around the amount of people, the size of the stadium, the grandeur of it all. It was absolutely crazy. So I definitely have a very very soft spot for that WrestleMania. Um, Not just because I attended, but because it was a great show as well. But yeah, I think that might be my favorite one. I have a weird runner-up of WrestleMania 27, which is a lot of people's least favorite.
Yeah.
But I love it. Some of my
Did you
favorites are
like the
very
Miz?
heavily
He's
featured.
awesome.
Yeah, that's that exactly why. Thank you. That's my favorite wrestler, or one of my favorite wrestlers. I just so casually call people my favorite wrestler. I think there's like 20 people that I say that about. But it's true. I'm not lying. It's true every single time I say it. But yeah, Miz is my favorite wrestler. So WrestleMania 27, a lot of people hate on it, but that's my like guilty pleasure rewatch for sure.
And you say WrestleMania 29, but I believe it was John Cena, The Rock. That
Yes, it
that
was.
ties in a little bit into this year's WrestleMania, and Zania will be back to preview night one and night two of WrestleMania. But Zania, tell everybody how to get a hold of you social media wise. I see here 438,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm one of them. That's the main thing.
And you're the main one, of course. I'm Zainid that on all social media. That's Instagram, X, YouTube, call me everything. My merch is also did that on Wrestling Tees and on Teespring. And right now on my Instagram, I'm doing a bunch of previews for WrestleMania week shows. And we know that WrestleMania week is not just about WrestleMania, it's a celebration of wrestling of all kinds and calibers. So I'm doing some previews of the shows and matches that I'm really excited to see. So you can head over to my Instagram or to my YouTube shorts or to my Twitter and take a look at that and support the local promotions.
All right, then we'll be back with Zania to preview night one of WrestleMania. Zania's going to have a great time Saturday. Won't be able to sleep, even though you're in Vegas. You're probably everything's going to go till like 5 a.m. and then back, rinse, repeat, like he said.
Yeah.
But we'll preview that night one coming up next. Thank you, Zania.
Thank you for having me.